to a madrasa as the adopted son of Lolo Soetoro, a Mobil Oil executive, and lived there and came back into the United States with an Indonesian passport and lived with his grandmother. So
repeat what you said. He was a son of
Lolo Soetoro,
who is
an Indonesian who also, again, was ponying up on the taxpayer's buck as a foreign student in the University of Hawaii. Again, the front end of importation, of exploitation of labor, and to push the progressive line into other countries. You know, to bring in these foreign students, brainwash them, send them back to make everybody else's life as miserable out there. So, thing is, Obama stayed here. He's making our life miserable. You know, he was a foreign aid student at Occidental. Then he got foreign aid from the Saudis, etc., out of Columbia, and then he went to Harvard. And he doesn't want anybody to see that. The point is that I have standing, as of today, my motion in opposition for a Quo Warranto jury trial on the facts, not on conspiracy. The hell, I don't care where he's born. Don't care.
All right.
I want the facts. The facts are whether or not his father was a British citizen at his birth. If it was, he already admits that you have to have two citizens at birth. I'm going to get a jury trial. My Jesuit judge is going to give me a jury trial, and I'm letting him off the hook. I want a 3-judge panel so that he's only one of 3 judges.
Yes. That's
under 28 U.S.C. 2284. And I want first there be a jury trial on the facts. Was senior at the time of birth a British citizen? And whether Barry Obama, Barry Soetoro, whatever his name is, I don't know. He said he never had a Barry Soetoro name on his application as an attorney in Illinois. He lied. He lied.
I see.
So the point is, there will be a trial. He will be subpoenaed. He will appear. He will say, did you or did you not admit that your father was a British citizen? And the jury will say, the 12 jurors will say, yes, he was a citizen or was not a citizen, the father, at birth. And that will go as a finding on the facts to the 3-judge panel, who will make an interpretation of law under the Constitution as a historical, never done before first impression issue. And they have no other basis but to do it, because I have standing, because I asked for, where's the mother at birth? And that's how it started. And that's, you know, but it started here. It started here, Sandy, because you asked me, pressed me on that. You know, how about this Berg thing? So I follow through. I do my work. And, you know, this is the paper there. You know, I even went so far, because
thick.
No, this isn't so bad. This is the one to circuit. This is the one that served on the chief judge and et cetera. This is the ticking clock. Whether or not Leon is going to resign from the case because he's being paid at Georgetown University and the Jesuits. So, and then I've got my my submission to the U.S. Attorney for the Quo Warranto, which is a statutory action. These are all statutory actions. Albert Gallatin was a senator in 1793. He was a voting senator. He was in office for a number of years. Then they threw him out because he was not he was not a resident of the United States at the election for 9 years, and they threw him out of office, a sitting senator under the Quo Warranto, and that was common law that started in England. You know, by what authority do you reign? See, by what authority? This is all contract law. It's all very simple stuff. I'm following that. None of this mumbo jumbo, all this other rigmarole that these attorneys are doing. Very simple. Everybody out there is a sovereign. You own the government. You're the one in charge. And you've got to say yes or no within a time frame, or through silence you lose.
Well, the only chance you might have, and you don't really have a chance, is at the election once every 4 years.
No, the point is that Gallatin was thrown out well after he was sitting there voting, and everything he did was ab initio. You know, it was void, void ab initio. And what we have is a sitting president who has played the game Everybody has an opinion. Everybody's opinion counts. And I've called his bluff on that. And I've done it statutorily, by statute, not by civil rights or any of that baloney. This is all by statute. And I've set up the dynamic where the Jesuits are running the whole thing. This judge is something. He's got credentials that go a long way, and he's a very competent judge. His bona fides are stellar.
Yes.
And he knows exactly what's going on. So I called his bluff on it, and we'll see where it goes.
Yes.
But, in the meantime, you know, as I was interested in seeing what the FBI would do when I asked for my records. You know, as I did a notarized statement, you know, it gave all my information. I sent it in, and they want my birth certificate. They want my birth certificate. You know, everything's notarized, and they're wanting my birth certificate. They want to know my place of birth and the date of birth, and to prove it. They want me to prove it. They've got my records. I was in the military. I gave them all my background. They have all this stuff, but they're treating me in a way which is offensive. When I asked a man who says he's going to be my power of attorney as administrator of this abysmal bankruptcy called the United States of America, where he's paying debt with debt, that they are treating me arbitrarily as the sovereign, as the individual. I have individual rights, not collective rights. I don't believe in collective rights. Everything of the Constitution is there to guarantee that I can speak, that I can have religion, I have a certain individual set of rights. And the collective may not like it, but that's the way it is,
Now,
folks.
what are the main points that you want the public to remember?
The main points are that that I have a Quo Warranto, the only one which is of legitimate standing. It's a statutory issue.
And what is the subject?
That the natural-born citizen has never been interpreted by any court anywhere. And until that's done, we're running on opinions only. And that's, your tank is empty, folks. And this man is destroying your children's future. He's operating with the Masons, who are controlled by the Vatican. And that the Vatican Bank has just come into that Black Pope has just come into the news admitting that what the Black Pope is and everything he's doing. Now, I can be reached at my website, Strunk, strunk.ws, whiskey sour. And that's the endings that they're using nowadays, WS. Other than that, just click on contact. I'd be more than happy to speak with you. I'm running for office. I think everybody should run for local office. And that's where it's at, folks. You've got to gain control of your local governments and the state government, period.
This is Sandra Schulte for Speak Up. Until the next time.